100 notes stacked up, that's $10,000. Then if you bundle 10,000 of those stacks, that's 100 million. Now if we place 10 of these pallets across 10 deep and 100 levels high, this is what $1 trillion looks like. This tower of cash is higher than the Statue of Liberty.
Elon Musk became the world's first trillionaire on June 12, 2026. His net worth crossed this threshold following the massive initial public offering or IPO of his SpaceX and artificial intelligence company, right, called SpaceX, which soared on the Nasdaq. So does it mean for all of us? His net worth, according to Forbes, is estimated of a total approximately 1.1 trillion US dollar following the first day of trading. SpaceX IPO. The company itself listed its share for 135 US dollar, but open trading at 150 US dollar. And briefly, it reached to 176.50. So the listing raised about 75 billion US dollar, elevating the company's valuation to over 2.2 trillion dollar. Well, how much is Musk holding? So Musk Holdings itself, he owns roughly around 38 to 42% stake in SpaceX, primarily a 4.8 billion shares. So this stake alone is valued at over 700 billion US dollar, which combined, which is approximately 12% stake, I think, in Tesla. So it pushed a total net worth into a trillion territory. So if you want to know more, you can look online, and there's so many BBC, Forbes, etc. has explained this in greater detail. But the key takeaway for this is that Elon Musk himself is richer than 190 countries, meaning he has a higher net worth than the gross domestic product of about 83% to 95% of the world's nations. The bottom, of course. But this is crazy, right? So because his net worth sits over 1 trillion US dollar, it makes him the world's first trillionaire in the world. So this is his personal uh, fortune on paper exceeds the total net annual economic output of about top 20 or so largest economies on the planet. So what does it mean is that his wealth exceeds the annual GDP of, like I said, 198 countries, including major global economies like Argentina, South Africa, Ukraine, and New Zealand. So his fortune is more than double the entire annual GDP, gross domestic product, of his native South Africa, where he was born. So which stands roughly at 480 billion US dollar. The wealth disparity here is that his net worth equates to roughly 46% of the poorest global population wealth combined. Just imagine, almost half of it, around 3.8 billion people. So what can we say? We can say that even though he's the richest man in the world on paper, the top economies is still has basically have larger than his wealth. So despite the staggering concentration of the wealth, the largest global heavyweights still produce more in a single year than his net worth. So if you look at the top two of the top three then countries in the world with the largest GDP at the moment is the United States, around 32 trillion plus, China about 20 plus trillion, Germany 5 trillion, and if you want to put the top four, including Japan, 4.2 trillion. So to put his wealth into context, you can review the World Open data that is basically saying in a lot of those sources online you can check, is that this is the first trillionaire that we ever seen written with a T. Yeah. So Elon Musk is really the richest man in the world.